the num in the middle, the oud in the base. Away from you will smell it. Everywhere, every time it comes off, to what I get from my nose. This is the Ruby edition. Welcome everyone. I'm Joaquim. This is 99 Notes, my perfume channel where we talk about great, affordable, niche and designer fragrances for all noses. At this point, we'll be talking about a kind of old fragrance from 1989. It was a club monster. It still is a club monster. It's a super beast mode fragrance, and that fragrance is none other than joop homme. Some people say joop, some people say joop. I think it's joop. Well, joop homme, Joop homme. This is an oriental fragrance. Oriental, it's kind of spicy, and this was designed, as I said, in 1989 by Michel Almeyrac. And the top notes in this are mandarin, lemon, bergamot, and orange blossom. The main notes, the principal notes in this are vanilla, sandalwood, heliotrope, tonka bean, and jasmine. To me, this fragrance smells very old. A lot of people think it smells okay or young, but to me, it smells old. It smells dated, because I used to remember back in the 90s, I used to smell a lot of people with this. So now in 2020, it smells very old to me. And another thing about this, to me, it smells very incomplete. At least the opening, it's very potent. The opening smells very incomplete. Just like in music, you have consonant cards and dissonant cards. Consonant cards are cards that are pleasing to the ear, and dissonant cards are cards that are not pleasing to the ear. So I would say the top notes in this are very dissonant because they are not pleasing to my nose. They smell incomplete. Smells like something is missing, or too much of something is there. A lot of people love this. As I said before, it's a winter-based fragrance. So what I gathered is that this fragrance is a very polarized fragrance. Either you love it or you hate it. So if 100 persons were in a room and they ask how they feel about it, 50 would say they love it and 50 would say they hate it. It's very polarizing. You're either here or there. How wearable is this in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, in Haiti, Cuba, wherever in the Caribbean, in the tropics? How wearable? It's a winter-based fragrance. Or fall, in the winter, in the fall, in the time when the climate is cool, and it is our night-based, club-based fragrance. You wouldn't put this on in the 12 o'clock. It's going to project too much, because the heat lets the fragrance project even more. So you would probably wear this in the night for clubbing purposes, or in the evenings, in the cool evenings. And if you are indoors with this, I would suggest you do 1 or 2 maximum. Don't go 3, because you would choke people out with this. This is a very potent. This and the sillage, the longevity, the projection, and the sillage is 10 out of 10 on this. But I would say the wearability, the versatility is about 4 out of 10, because it can't be worn every day, like for example, like Versace Dylan Blue is a versatile fragrance that can be worn anywhere, anytime, night, day, winter, summer. This is not like that type of fragrance. This is not a versatile fragrance. So the wearability, I would say 4 out of 10. And this fragrance is compared to Mont Blanc Individuel. And I gathered Mont Blanc Individuel was made after this. This was made in 1989. Mont Blanc was made probably in the 90s. This projects more than Mont Blanc Individual. The sillage is more than Mont Blanc Individual. The longevity, this can last 2-3 days on your clothes, or even a week. It's that potent. However, the thing that really, as I said, I don't like about this, it's the opening notes. The citruses in the opening, excuse me, the citruses in the opening come out very pungent, and it's too pungent. But after the citruses dry down, like the first 15 to 20 minutes, you would get a kind of woody sort of sandalwood, kind of vanilla, rose, flower type, heliotrope and jasmine. You'll get those notes after the citrus is dried down. So the main thing in this fragrance, why I don't like it, it's the opening. The citruses in the opening are very unbearable to me. The first time I smelled this, I bought it back in 2019, last year. The first time I opened, pull and put my nose on the atomizer, I want to vomit. I wanted to vomit at the time. It is that sickening. It is extremely sweet, but it's not sweet. It's not sweet in like a gourmand type of way. It's I would say it's sweet like somewhere between somewhere between some, not really honey, but it's kind of potent like the sweetness of honey, but it's not. It doesn't smell like honey. So, but as I said, very potent, and a lot of people like this. But me personally, I don't like it. I don't like the opening. If I'm going to put it on, I will spray it. If I'm going out 3 o'clock, I will put it on from 2:30 and let it dry down, because the opening it's unbearable. The opening is very unbearable. So I wear it really for the dry down. After you spray it and that first 20 minutes, half an hour pass, I wear it for that moment. The opening is very harsh. So as I said, but a lot of people like the opening, but I really don't like the opening. I prefer the dry down. And you have some people, they like the dry down and they like the opening. But the opening is very harsh. So this is a 125 milliliter bottle, excuse me. 4.2 ounces. Says Parfums Joop, Paris. So it's a 125 milliliter. So it's a fairly big bottle. And I paid about $23 I paid for this. But no, it can be probably 23, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, so if you're interested in beast mode, extremely sweet, potent nighttime fragrance, this is a good one. The only drawback is the opening citruses. And citruses are normally well for opening in fragrances, but somehow, I don't know if it's the orange blossom that's in it, somehow the opening does not sit well with me at all. Opening is not good. But folks, if you love this one, you can try it out. But it has a nice color. The color is good. But really, of a fact, I purchased this for the sake of collecting. For collecting, and after I discovered the opening, because I watched a couple YouTubers, and they talk about this, and so I decided to try it out. But after I tried it, and the opening is half full. But the dry down, I won't say I love the dry down. I like the dry down. I won't say I love it, but the opening, man. But a lot of people love this. But anyway, if you want to try it out, you can try it. But I'm telling you, it's if you don't like potent fragrances, don't go for this. So there you have it. This was my 2 cents on joop homme. If you like the video, you can comment, subscribe, and give a like, and in the future I'll do more videos. You could suggest in the comment section which videos you would want me to do, which perfume, which fragrance you would want me to review, and I would try my best to acquire them and review them. Also, there will be a Rakuten link down below. So if you're interested in purchasing any fragrance or anything at all, you can click the Rakuten link and you would get $10 cash back on any purchase, and you can refer persons to this same Rakuten and you would get cash back from their purchases also. So interested in buying any fragrance, check out the Rakuten link down below. So peace out until I see you on the next review. The homme in the middle, the oud in the base, away from you will smell it. Everywhere, every time it comes off, to what I get from my nose. This is the Ruby edition, the Jacques Bogart Ruby edition. And I notice all Jacques Bogart do that. You will give yourself an headache and you will be offensive where you're going to be around people or in close encounter with people and review just for